Hello my friend, welcome back to my channel. I am Isha. If this is your first time seeing this beautiful face, please do not make it your last by clicking that subscribe button. On this channel, I help you on your journey of intentionally becoming her. So if you want to level up, rebrand, glow up, achieve all the dreams that you set for yourself this year, or the goals that you set for yourself this year, if you want to, become your best self by the end of the year, this is the place to be. So go ahead and click that subscribe button to join the friend squad. If you're a returning friend, I love you so much. Thank you so much for coming back for yet another video. So in this video, we're going to be talking about something very important, and that is how to become a classy woman on a budget. So you want your life to exude class, you want your life to be classy, you want to be a classy woman, you want your presence to be classy. Well, this is the video for you. But before you get into that, I first need to define what classiness is, or at least unpack the concept of classiness. So classiness is about elegance and poise rather than wealth. It's about how you carry yourself and how you interact with others. So let's get into it. Number one, if you want to be a classy woman on a budget, you need to develop a personal style, right? What is a personal style? A personal style is your signature look, how you want to be, addressed on a day-to-day. So you don't have to break the bank for you to do this, right? Look at who you are right now and look at who you want to become. How do you want that person that you want to become to look? What is it about them that is so different from the way that you currently look? How do you want people to address her? How do you want people to, envision her? What do you want people to think when they see her? Write it all down. That will help you when it comes to then defining what your personal style is. What is your go-to style? So sometimes, right, it may not be like a uniform, something that is set for what you wear on a day-to-day, right? You may have a busy life, a life that has, that calls for different types of outfits every other day. Probably the types of outfits that you wear to work, that you wear to, to go out with your friends, that you wear to church, may be different, but there's something about the way that you piece them together that is unique. That is part of your personal style. So what am I saying? Sometimes you want to just go out with your friends to just have, grab a coffee, to just have brunch or lunch, right? You may not need to wear high-heeled shoes. You don't have to wear whatever. You don't have to be formal, right? Maybe just casual. Define what casual means to you in terms of your personal style. Define what business elegance means to you when it comes to your personal style. Define how you want to show up to church when it comes to your personal style. Define how you want to show up to meetings, how you want to show to every, another regular day at work. Define all that when you put it together, that is part of your personal style. Number two, now that you have defined your personal style, you need to invest in key pieces. So look at the things that you said you want to wear, right? The things that make up your personal style, and ask yourself, what is it that I can buy and repeat, which can be worn in different ways to match my personal style? For example, if you want to be like a clean girl aesthetic, right? That's like your personal style. That's the caption for your personal style. What you may want to do is actually find staple pieces that you can invest in that can just elevate that personal style, right? So it doesn't have to be boring, right? So even if you want a minimal type of aesthetic, you don't have to make your outfits boring. What you can do is invest in essential pieces. For example, the classic white blazer or classic black blazer that can easily elevate your look. Another thing that you can wear that can easily elevate your look, right, which is a classic, is a button-up shirt. So you can have a white button-up shirt, a black satin button-up shirt. My goodness, satin is just chef's kiss, right? Another type of button-up shirt is the classic blue and white striped button-up shirt. My goodness, you can wear that in different ways. You can wear that with jeans, you can wear that with a satin skirt, you can wear that with anything. On that note, right, it's very important for you to prioritize quality over quantity. So what am I saying? Do not spend all your money on fast fashion, man. There's some fast fashion pieces, right, that you can actually, they are cheap, but they don't look cheap, right? You don't want to look cheap. That's the goal, right? If you want to be a classy woman, you don't want to look cheap. You should not wear trendy items that just scream trend, right? So there's some trendy items that can be, you can see that this thing is trending, but it can be timeless, right? But there's some that you really have no business wearing if you want to be a classy woman, right? do not follow trends. Even if you find something on Shein, it's cheap, but make sure that it's something that is timeless. Something that, gives quality over just quantity, over having many clothes, but you've got fewer clothes that are quality pieces, pieces that you can piece up together. Now, in terms of piecing up together, right, you actually need to make sure that you've got a capsule wardrobe in mind, right? A capsule wardrobe is basically where you have a couple of pieces that you can mix up together in different ways to actually create different outfits, right? I'll try also to put a few examples on the screen with like a few items that will be switched up in different ways to create different outfits. So that's what you need to do. That way you can never say I don't have anything to wear, because sometimes people invest in clothes that they can't wear with other things. Like you can only wear it once and you can't repeat it. But rather what you need to do is buy things that when you wear them, even if you wear them 3 days from now, we won't have it in our minds that it's the same thing. Why? Because you've worn it differently. Buy something that enables you to wear it with other things and create a whole new outfit in the process. Number 3, take advantage of smart shopping strategies. So remember, we want to be classy on a budget. Yes, we talked about the clothes, we talked about the things that you wear, your wardrobe, but you don't want to break the bank. Remember, this is being classy on a budget. Now what you need to do is take advantage of thrifting. Personally, I like thrifted items. The skirt that I'm wearing, I thrifted this, man, and you won't even believe how much I thrifted it for. I thrifted it for 25 US cents. Imagine, I thrifted this for 25 cents. So you don't have to break the bank, right, for you to look good. Thrift, I personally think that thrifting is one of like the best things to happen to people, because you can easily find timeless pieces when you thrift. And the thing about thrifting is, unlike buying things kumarana, right? So if you're in Zim, you know that there are these shops that are like very, very cheap. Now the bad thing about that is you find something there, and then the moment that you get into town, there are like 3 more people wearing the same outfit, and here you are looking like quadruplets. Thrift, man. Go to thrift. Find a good place that sells nice quality, like good quality thrift items, and thrift. Thrift your heart out. The other thing that you can do to elevate your look on a budget is to actually take advantage of sales. You find that on Shein, right? I'm a personal shopper for Shein, by the way, but you don't have to buy from me. So this is not an ad. But if you do, please hit me up, right? So you find that Shein has different sales that will be going on here and there. Take advantage of those sales. You can find really amazing clothes on a budget. Like this coat here that I'm wearing, I took advantage of a sale that was actually going on, and I bought it on a steal. It was literally $10, I think, or less. The time, like, the sales that you can find on Shein, they are just crazy. So take advantage of sales, right? Know the shops that you have at your disposal and find out when their sales are, and make sure that when the sale hits, you're ready to buy. Now when it comes to taking advantage of sales, you really need to have the picture of your capsule wardrobe. You need to have the picture of your your aesthetic, your personal style in mind, so that you don't just mindlessly buy. Because sometimes when something is cheap, you find yourself buying all these colorful items, right? Yes, color is very good, right? But if you want to first start out building out your wardrobe, if you want to look classy, you don't want to have too much color, because color can be difficult to pair up in different ways. Have colorful pieces, but not everything in your wardrobe should be colorful. Please get me right. So now if you don't have that in mind, you just buy something simply because it's cheap, and then now you're at home, you're like, okay, how am I going to wear this? How often am I going to wear this? At the end of the day, it becomes expensive. Why? Because you can only wear it once, or in one type of way, or in fewer ways, right? Which isn't the best when it comes to being classy on a budget. Number 4, master grooming on a budget. So it's not enough to just look good, right? You also need to be able to master grooming. So it's not enough to just wear nice clothes, okay? Your grooming needs to be on point. Number 1, you need to have an affordable skincare routine. Affordable is very subjective, right? According to your budget, what you can afford. That's what affordable means, right? What you can afford without having to sweat it, right? get a skincare routine that is affordable for you, right? Something that you can maintain, something that can make your skin look good, that can, address the skin concerns that you have. You don't have to have, all this Korean skincare. I personally love Korean skincare. I actually have the, what's it called? Something snail mucin. I'll put it on the screen if I can, right? I have that. But you don't have to have all that if your skin doesn't need it. I personally got it for the hydration because I feel like my skin was more oily than it was hydrated. So when your skin isn't hydrated but it's just oily for no business, so I got that, right? So get skincare that addresses your specific skincare needs. But when you're doing skincare, don't forget that your body is also part of that, okay? It's not just your face. You need to make sure that your body is glowing. So sometimes you may find that your face is oily but your body is dry, right? You've got dry skin on your body. Make sure that you get skincare or body care that addresses that particular need. Number 2, get a makeup routine that you can maintain. So sometimes you may want to, look more put together. Like right now, I don't have any makeup on. I only have, is it still on? Master an easy makeup routine that you can maintain that isn't expensive for you, right? So you don't have to buy all these concealers, this, that, bronzer, and what. You don't have to buy all the highlighters and everything. Just buy the makeup products that you need for you to master that clean makeup routine that you need on a day-to-day. That's another thing. Please take note, I said clean, right? So if you want to look classy, there are times where you may want to look, elevated, you want to take it up a notch, and you can just put a full face beat, that's fine. But for everyday class type of look, like, that effortless class, right? You may need to master a simple makeup routine that doesn't have all these other products. So what you can simply do is make sure that you've got, a foundation that suits your skin, a primer if you need one. Sometimes you can just use your moisturizer. You can get, concealer if you need. Sometimes you can actually get a foundation that is a shade lighter than your skin and then use that as your concealer. You can get eyeliner, right? You can get mascara, lip gloss, and be good, okay? You just need to master whatever it is that works for you, that is easy for you to put together on a budget without breaking the bank, and also makes you look classy and elevated. Then on that same note, in terms of mastering grooming on a budget, right, you can actually have at-home spa days. Take care of yourself. Sometimes when you take care of yourself, you just exude elegance, right? You can take care of yourself at home and exude elegance. You can use Minimil to make a scrub and scrub your face, right? You can make a paste, a mask with turmeric and honey, right? Things that you probably have already in the house, right? Just to make your skin look better depending on your skincare needs, right? Number 5, cultivate poise and elegance. So now that you've mastered your grooming, right? You've mastered your style. What you need to do is make sure that you cultivate poise and elegance. Your body language is important. A classy woman never slouches. A classy woman isn't just found, walking like they're marching, walking like they are, always on a rush. Take it easy. Soft life, slow life, okay? You don't always have to be rushing. Part of exuding that class is being able to get things done without looking like, you're a bundle of chaos just waiting to happen. The other thing is you need to use graceful and slow movements and gestures to convey your calmness and elegance. This is something that I'm still working on because I'm generally not extremely loud, but there are times where I am very expressive, right? And I use my body. I need to, speak with calmness. Use my hands, but use them in a manner that isn't distracting. So that's something that you definitely need to work on, and I also need to work on. Then another thing that you can do on this same point, right, as we close, is work on your communication skills. Learn to speak confidently. Take courses on how to speak confidently. Practice speaking in front of people. Practice the way that you pronounce words. Practice, speaking slower. You don't have to always be on a rush. I really am working on this. I generally speak fast. That's something that has been in me, man, but I'm working on it. And if you also do the same as I do, that's something that you definitely need to work on if you want to exude class from head to toe. So that is it, ladies. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do comment down below. I really want to know your thoughts on these 5 strategies that I shared on how to become a classy woman on a budget. Let me know what you're going to be implementing in your life. Comment down below what else you want to see on my channel. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe if you haven't done so already, guys. Please subscribe. Share the video on your status. You don't lose anything, but you really help this community to grow. Otherwise, I will see you in the next one. Bye.